Hey friends, I'm Caleb Anderson, and welcome to the Spirit Farm Group Experience, where every week we want to give you just a short little teaching to set up a great conversation for your family, small group, life group, book club, whatever, however it is that you organize. We want to help those relationships go further, go deeper, and help you talk about things that matter and are meaningful and helping you grow in the direction that you want to go. Now, you are well aware that in our country we have a national holiday called Thanksgiving, which is awesome. And the food is usually great. And sometimes we love being around the family. Sometimes there's weird family dynamics that you have to navigate, but whatever, it's just worth it. It's family. But what I want to talk about just for a few moments today is treating Thanksgiving not as a day, but as a way. So that no matter when you watch this video, it is completely relevant because Thanksgiving should not be a day. The day of Thanksgiving is simply a reminder that this is the way that we want to live. Because here's a secret of the universe. If you want to enjoy your life, you have to be grateful for it. If you want to be satisfied, content, joyful as a human being, you must cultivate this habit of gratitude. It's the only way. Gratitude will change your attitude. You can be having a terrible day, but when you learn to cultivate gratitude and to think about things that you can be thankful for and celebrate the awe-inspiring activity of the God of the universe in your life, you, one of billions of people in the universe that he knows, that he created, that he pays attention to, that he is orchestrating and directing, that you can pause and think, man, look at God's generosity in my life. That is how you enjoy the life that you have. And from that place of gratitude, you can build an even better life that you want, that you design, that you feel like God is leading you to. Gratitude is the key, not a day, but as a way. Let me read you a few verses from 1 Thessalonians 5. It says this: always be joyful. Never stop praying. Be thankful in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you who belong to Christ Jesus. Always. Never stop. All circumstances. Let me just tell you, God seems to be like an all and always kind of God. And personally, I feel like a sometimes kind of guy. And when I read something like that, it can feel like it's impossible and unattainable. And it is, unless you pay attention to the last part. That's God's will for those who belong to Christ. Another way of saying that is, it's probably impossible unless you are connected to your life source, unless you are connected to Jesus, unless you are engaged with and in harmony with and in flow with the Spirit of the God of the universe, who, by the way, Jesus, when he was on this earth and before he went like and ascended back up into heaven, who Jesus said that the way to stay connected is similar to a vine and a branch. You can see this in John 15, that we are branches, that God is the vine, and that he is our life source. Our job is to stay connected. So as we stay connected, it's possible then to experience joy always, to pray all the time and never stop because we're connected like a branch to a vine, to be thankful in all circumstances. Even in a drought, even in a blizzard, even when it's a storm, even when locusts, even when things aren't going our way, we can still be thankful because we're connected to the source who gives us life. So, how do we make Thanksgiving more than a day? How do we make it a way of life? How do we cultivate that habit and stay connected to God? There are some influencers that I know in our culture right now who have been talking publicly about a habit of meditating and imagining that they lost something very dear to them, a person, a family member, their home or whatever. And that act of meditating on how things could get worse helps them to be grateful for life as it is. For me personally, a number of years ago, my mother-in-law passed away from pancreatic cancer. I spent, the next morning after she passed, I spent every day for the next year, I wrote in a journal things that I was grateful for, and it changed my heart. It changed my life. Now I do it just in my head every day. I don't always write it down, but it's still a habit that I have developed and I practice almost every single day of my life. What does it look like for you? What does it look like for the people that you're with to cultivate a habit of thankfulness and gratitude as a way of life? And then Thanksgiving as a day becomes something that just sparks us and reminds us, and it's a celebration, but it's already been practiced as a way. What if you as a group just decided that when you pray before a meal or when you pray to conclude your time, that you're always going to start those kind of prayers with gratitude and orient our lives around being thankful to the God of the universe and all that he does for us all the time. Have a great conversation, and I'll see you next time.